Hello, Kenneth Hollins here with HollinsMusic.com and MyKeyboardConnection.com. Thank you so much for taking a few moments and viewing this particular video. It really is my privilege, my honor to be able to share with you different things that I believe will help you as a gospel musician. I tend to focus more so on musicians that either play for a church or play for a ministry because I understand how it is when you're trying to find new material or just something new to incorporate into your playing. So what I have for you today is a real simple arrangement of the hymn, Holy, Holy, Holy. And so hopefully this will be something you can incorporate into your playing, and this is something that you definitely could use, okay? Now, we're going to do this in the key of C major, okay? So now I'm going to play the arrangement for you first, a real simple arrangement, and then I'm going to go back, break it down for you, show you all of the different notes, and then hopefully this will be something you can just quickly pick up on, okay? All right, Holy, Holy, Holy in the key of C major. Okay, all right, so that's the arrangement. It's a real simple arrangement, real standard chords. And one thing I tend to try to do, one thing that I tend to do, and I definitely try to do, is I try to find a sound that I feel matches the type of song that it is. So Holy, 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 it's a hymn, and I would consider it to be somewhat of a solemn type song or somewhat worshipful. And so I would try to find something that would be a good match for that. So in my opinion, I think possibly a piano layered with maybe a pad or either a string sound or something would be good for that. So that's what I'm doing here. One thing that I believe is important is your sounds, the sounds that you use to create the type of mood or the feeling that you want to create for the particular song that you're trying to play. So I'm using a piano and string combination, and I started like this. Okay. Now this is what I will call a A minor chord, an A minor chord with a raised fifth. Okay, that's something that I generally do. Now traditionally, you would usually play this song with an A minor, like that, okay? One thing I try to do to make it a little bit more contemporary or just a little bit more colorful is I would play a minor chord, especially if it's on the sixth of the key. I would play a minor chord and then raise the five. So in the key of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 is E, and to raise the 5, I would simply take the E, which is the fifth, and bring it up a half step, okay? But notice the other 5 in the chord, I'm letting it stay the same, okay? And that's one thing that I do, like that, okay? And it almost creates like an F major 7 chord over A, but I'm really looking at it like an A minor chord with a raised 5th. Actually, almost like I'm looking at it with a natural 5 and a raised 5, okay? That's kind of like my thinking about it, okay? Now, I am throwing this G in there, which is the flat 7, but the notes are A, F, and G with the left hand, and with the right hand, I'm playing C, E, and C again, okay? F major, add 9 over A, or A minor with a raised 5th in it, okay? All right, and so we move from here to E minor 7, and the notes are E, B, D with the left hand, and then the right hand is G, B, and G. Here we go here. This is simply an F major chord, F, C, and F again with the left hand, and then the right hand is A, C, A. Okay, and then I changed it up just a little bit. Okay, this is D flat dominant 7, sharp 9, and my left hand is simply playing the D flat. My right hand is playing F natural, B natural, and E natural. Okay. Now, if you want to keep it a little bit more standard sounding, you could do this: an A major over D flat. Okay, you could do that. So it would be like. Okay, but I actually did that right there. Okay, and then we keep going to D minor 7. Left hand is D, A, and C natural. Right hand is F, A, D, and F. Okay, we keep that melody note on the top. And then we go to G suspended 9th. The left hand is G and F and A. Okay, if you can't reach the A, it's okay, you can do just G and F. But I'm playing G, F, and A with my left hand, and then with my right hand, I'm playing C, F, A, and D. We put all that together. Okay, then we go to this C6-9 chord. Now the left hand is playing C, G, and E. That's one of my favorite voicings with my left hand when I'm playing a major chord, is where I will play the root of the chord, the 5th, and then the 10th, okay, which is the 3rd of the chord. But when we play it up here, it's the 10th, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I like that sound. It gives me a nice, warm, open, full sound, okay. This is one way that I practice it in every key, okay, to get used to it. So that's a nice foundation for your major chords with your left hand. One issue that a lot of people have, and I have it too, I wish I didn't, but sometimes when you want to use this particular voicing with your left hand, certain keys are too big to play them all at the same time. So one thing that you can do is play the root and then press your sustain pedal and then get the other 2 notes, okay? Root, okay, of course you let that note up, press your sustain pedal, then let that note up, then you get the other 2 notes. That way you get the full effect of the chord without having to play it all at the same time, okay? That's just a little tip. Now let's go back to the song. We started the actual melody of the song. We can look at this like the intro. Okay, C, G, E, and then with my right hand I'm playing A, which is the 6th of the chord, D, which is a chord, G, which is the fifth again, and then C, which is the root and the melody, okay? Okay, that's a 6/9 chord. That's a pretty big stretch. If your hands aren't big enough to do that, an alternative with your right hand could possibly be D, G, and C, like that, okay? All right, and so once we get into the song, I do this here. All right, now let's break that much down. Now with my left hand, I'm simply moving like this. C, B, A flat, like that. And with my right hand, I'm playing E, G, C. So that's the melody. Holy, holy. So it's just a C major chord with the melody note C and then E, okay? Holy, holy, like that. Wow, that little movement with the left hand. So again, it's like this. Okay, one more time. And then I play 2 G's with the left and the right hand, and then went here. Okay, this is a F diminished 7 chord with an added ninth, okay? Okay, let me show you a little trick that you can do with diminished chords, okay? First of all, one trick is if you're not familiar or comfortable with playing diminished chords in every key, a simple way to do it is to play minor thirds until you build the chord. So in other words, you start with your root and you move up a minor third. So a minor third up from F would be A flat. A minor third up from A flat would be B. A minor third up from B would be D, okay? Well, you may say, well, I don't understand all of that. Okay, let me give you another way. A simple way to think about it is you start with your root and then you count up 3 half steps from the root. So you don't count the root, you count after the root, okay? So we're gonna start with F sharp, 1, 2, 3, okay? All right, so now we have A flat. That's the second note of the chord. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna count up 3 half steps. Not counting A flat, but after A flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, okay? So now we're on the B natural, okay? So this is the third note of the F diminished chord, and we're gonna do it one more time. Diminished 7 chord has 4 notes in it. So we're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna count after the B. 1, 2, 3, okay? Now that's the complete diminished 7 chord, and that's a simple way, if you don't understand minor thirds and all that type of thing, that's a simple way where you can figure out what the notes are, okay? So the notes are F, A flat. Technically you would call it C flat, but I don't want to confuse anybody, so we're just gonna call it B natural for right now, and then D, okay? All right, now let me show you a little trick. One thing that's really cool, in my opinion, that you can do with diminished 7 chords is you can play the notes of the chord, and at any point within that chord, include a whole step above it to add some color. Let me demonstrate what I mean. Okay, what I could do is take this top note, which is the D, and include a whole step above the D, which would be E natural. And the whole step is 2 keys, of course. Okay, so I can play the D and the E like that, and it adds a nice little crunch or color to the chord like that. Or instead of playing the D, I can simply play the E alone like that, and it gives me another type of sound, but it still functions like a diminished chord, okay? And I can do that with any note within the diminished chord. So let's take the B natural. Okay, what's a whole step up from that, which is 2 keys? What's a whole step up from that? It would be the D flat or the C sharp. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. And then we're going to change this B B natural to the D flat. Okay? All right, let's try it now with the A flat. Okay, what'll be a whole step up from the A flat? 1, 2, it'd be the B flat. Okay? Let's try it with the A flat and the B flat together. Okay, nice little color. Let's try it with taking the A flat out and leaving the B flat in. Okay, now let's try the last note, which is the F. So we're gonna go up a whole step from the F, which would be F. A whole step up would be F sharp G. Okay, so now we have, okay, that's something that you can do to add color to any of your diminished 7 chords. Now, what I tend to do is I try to put those color notes in places within the chord where it sounds really good, in my opinion. So with this F diminished chord, I voiced it like this. What I did was I took the root and I played up a whole step, which is the G. So the notes that I'm playing would be F, G, A flat, B natural, and D natural. Okay? And I voiced it like this. Okay? This would be like in root position. And I took the same notes and I just voiced it this way. Okay? All right. Just wanted to explain to you how I came up with this chord. So whenever you're playing a diminished 7 chord and you want to really add some color to it, that's a little trick that you can use. Okay? Let's keep going. Here we go. Normally I would have just done okay. It kind of works out too because the melody note is G. Okay, so you can kind of just hang on that melody note and then switch to that actual F diminished chord. So we have ho, lee, and the melody note now is G natural. Ho, we just stay on that G, which is the melody note, and then play the F diminished. Okay, so after the F diminished, we go here. It's a little something that I do where now I'm playing E and C with the left hand, and then with the right hand I'm playing G, C, D, and G, okay? But with my right hand, the way I'm doing it, I'm playing D and then C. I'm playing a grace note, moving from the C to the D, then back to the C, like that. While holding the G with my thumb and G with my little finger of my right hand, okay? While playing E and C with the left hand. Okay, then I do this movement. Like that. D, C, B, B flat. I'm doing it with my right hand. Okay, then the left hand is doing this. Okay, E, C, then the C moves up to D, E, okay? And I'm moving with my left hand at the same time I'm moving with my right hand like this. Okay? Just like we're creating a C dominant 7 chord without the root in it, okay? And then we go here. Simply an F major chord, and the voicing that I'm using is F, C, and G with the left hand, and then the right hand is A, C, F, and A. Okay, so, and then I simply just change my bass note from F to A, and then I change this C here with my left hand to F right there. Okay, the right hand stays exactly the same. So now we're on A, F, G, and then right hand is A, C, F. Okay. Now this is B natural, left hand, F, and G, left hand, and then the right hand is B, D, and A. Okay, now this is C major with an added ninth or an added 2, and my left hand is playing C, G, and E. That's that root 5th, 10th voicing again, and then this is my right hand. I'm playing C, D, and G. That's something that I do too. Real little simple things, but they add color. It adds color to your chords to do it. Where I'm playing what's called a C sus2, and a C sus2 is just when you substitute the third of the chord for the 2 of the chord. Okay, so say for example I was playing a C major chord, and I wanted to do something different than that to get a different kind of color. I could do a C sus2 instead of the C major, which would be like, okay? And say, for example, you normally would play C major, but you want to do something different. You can do the C sus2. Okay? That's a little trick. So that's something that you can practice on in every key to get used to doing that. And it gives you a nice little, little color. And it would be a great idea to practice your major chords using the root 5-10 with the left hand, and then the sus2 with your right hand. So it would look like this. Then we're on G now. Okay, and it gives you an alternative than just playing the regular triad or just a regular major chord, even if you're doing it in different inversions, okay? And so now getting back to the song, I'm just giving you little tips and things just here and there. So getting back to the song. I'm playing right here, I'm playing B natural, G, A, left hand, right hand is D and G. Okay, so we go from here, C major, C, G, left hand, D, E, G. And we go back to that chord again, B, G, A, D, G. Now that's another A minor chord with an added 5th. Now that's the melody. Now the way that I'm chording it is I'm actually changing it up just a little bit. Let me go back into it. Now let me break all that down for you. So when I go to the so it's almost like we're changing keys for a moment. I'm playing D and B natural, then going to B and G. And then you can play this B natural with your right hand, excuse me, with your left hand if you want to. And then we go to G major over D, where I'm playing D with the left hand, right hand is simply playing a G major chord, G, B, D, melody note, and I'm playing this chord here, D and G, with the left hand, right hand is C, E, and A. We resolve, so the G moves to F sharp. Okay, now I'm playing G, F with the left hand, right hand is A flat, C natural, D, G. And we do this again. Okay, so basically just like how the intro was, and then I did what I call sidestepping. The chord that I was aiming for was this. Okay, I threw that fifth in there too, which is D flat, A flat, and then F. D flat and A flat is with my left hand, F natural, B natural, and E natural with my right hand. And then I played a half step below what I'm doing with my right hand, like that, and then moved up a half step. So I moved from E, D flat, and E flat to F, B, E. And then, just like the intro. Okay, C, G, left hand, right hand is D, E, G, A, C. Okay? Now, so those are the chords. Now, one thing that I think helps is even how you pace yourself, even in playing the chords. So I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to play it what I call rubato style, meaning it does not have a steady tempo, but the tempo is more relaxed and loose. And if you're not playing for a singer, then you have a little bit more freedom. Or if you're just kind of playing by yourself, like what I'm doing right now, you have a little bit more freedom with the timing, and you can be a little bit more flexible and loose with your timing, just to create a musical effect. Okay, so let's try that. I think it helps when you're doing worship music to do that sometimes. Okay, so let's try it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so that's it. That's the arrangement of Holy, Holy, Holy. Hopefully, that's something that you can incorporate into your playing, or just maybe some of those little techniques and things that I was demonstrating. Hopefully, that's something you can incorporate as well. Okay, as always, you can always go back to our website, hollandsmusic.com. We have several instructional videos in our store, or you can go to mykeyboardconnection.com, where that is a subscription based website where you can subscribe for various amounts of time and get access to literally years of instructional videos that I've done. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped you. And remember, HMPI, we're serving gospel musicians all over the world.